everybody, welcome to Spark Car Reviews. Today we're reviewing this wonderful Jaguar F-Type S British Design Edition. We are joined here by my great friend Reese, as you might have seen him in the first video I posted. Anyways, we'll just give you a quick little walk around of this car before taking it for a drive. So this car comes with, being the British Design Edition, it comes with these Cyclone rims. Are 20 inches, two 55s in the front, two 95s in the rear. So I would say that these Cyclone rims are probably one of the biggest selling points for getting the British Design Edition version of this F-Type, just because that the British Design Edition is the only F-Type that you can get these specific rims on. With this being the British Design Edition, you also get upgraded brakes from the standard S. And it'll also come with these cool different, center wheel caps, which is really, really nice. Coming around to the back here, I mean, seriously, just a great looking car. Some people said that they like the quad exhausts, but I really do think that they did a nice job, especially with this, with the, air dams and diffusers and whatnot. I just think it looks great. It's a lot better than the first generation F-Types, where it kind of had this black piece right here and it just kind of cut off. You didn't have the white piece. That was a little bit weird, but now that they've added this white piece, I think it comes together really nice. This F-Type is also in Acer white, and yeah, I mean, it looks grayish in some lighting and maybe a little bit of blue and white.
It looks white.
Yeah.
Right now it looks more gray.
I think it's a great color. Coming into the car now, you've got these awesome door handles which pop in and out, which I think is a great feature. And I mean, really, they work great. They feel great. Instead of the new Porsche ones, just don't, I don't know, they don't feel like real door handles. With this being the British Design Edition, you get this sill right here that says Design Edition on it that looks pretty cool. You get this ivory stitching in the interior, which really adds a lot of contrast instead of just having the black stitching. And then also you have a special badge right here and right here for the British Design Edition. Otherwise, it's just your standard F-Type, and makes 380 horsepower, and we'll put that horsepower on the road now. Let's go take it for a drive. Oh, this is a really cool feature of this car. The air vents will pop up and down when you turn on and off the vents. It sounds a little muted, but that's just because we've already been driving. The car is already warm. That was not a cold start. You have a lot of features down here, such as dynamic mode, regular mode, and then just snow and ice mode, which will reduce the power a little bit. And then obviously you're going to have your exhaust button, which we love to have open because who likes a quiet exhaust? You can put up and down the spoiler, but you can only do it when you're in park. So let's get going. Yeah, one thing that's great about this vehicle is the sound it makes. It sounds amazing. It doesn't matter that it only makes 380 horsepower, only makes 380 horsepower. It is a very quick, fun car. You don't need the full 550 from the R. Definitely not.
It's more than enough.
And it still sounds great. I mean, I know the R's got a little more like a growl to it, but this is all you need. And for like the price you can pick these up for now, it's really a bargain. Really a good bargain car, which I think is the main talking point of this video, is that you can pick one of these up for like, I don't know, 40 grand now. I mean, maybe the British Design Edition's a little bit more, but if you want a regular S from like 2017, maybe even the earlier ones, you can pick them up for, I don't know, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 now, which is an amazing deal. And hopefully they bottom out there, because, you know, I'd kind of hate to see this car go any lower than that. But I think for $30,000, you want a fun, great looking sports car, this is 100% the way you should go. Throw it into sport mode here. We're in all the other ones, but actually what I like to do before going into sport, you downshift and then you switch it over, so it doesn't, like, you know, jump up way too high. A little bit of, you know, burble. Yeah, it sounds really nice. What do you think this car would closest compare to? Probably the Mercedes AMG GT.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of the same style. You know, you got the engine out front and everything else is out front, and you're kind of over the back wheels, essentially. That's probably what this mostly compares to.
Feels very tight in the corners.
Yeah, maybe it would even compare this to like a Aston Martin Vantage.
I'd say M3.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just it stays tight in the corners. Shifts quick.
I mean, I would say that's a lot of cars these days. Even that S3 up there is tight in the corners.
Yeah.
This button in the earlier models actually used to be a eco mode button, and now they switched it to the automatic start stop. Believe it or not. I mean, yeah, when you're on the gas, it shifts really quick. Once you get up to like 4,000 RPMs, that's where you start to hear the, you know, the crackles and pops. We're gonna go into it like this. Yeah, 380 horsepower is really all you need, especially when it handles that great. And I learned this from one of the straight pipes videos. If you give it like a little blip of the throttle, here, up,
Crackling pop.
just a little blip, not enough to feel it. It'll keep crackling from like, yeah, about 4,000 to 3,500. But, you know, it can do all of that, and then you just throw it into regular drive, and it's a really pretty relaxed, comfortable vehicle. And honestly, the ride quality is not that harsh either, which is really nice. You know, I kind of like I like it being supercharged a little bit more than turbocharged. I just feel like it kind of gets rid of that lag that I think a turbo would have, where you kind of gotta wait. But they actually do make this car with a turbocharged 4-cylinder, I believe, which is like every car on the planet now. But you know, what can you do? Actually, they made it for a little bit and then they stopped, because who wants a turbocharged 4-cylinder F-Type? Nobody. You buy this car for the you buy it for that, right? You're not buying it to have a little turbocharged 4-cylinder. Which, I mean, people when this first came out were like, why would you get a V6 instead of the V8? And it's like, well, I mean, it rips. This thing's pretty quick.
Has a long hood. it's harder to get used to driving.
It's definitely true. It is harder to get used to driving, and also you can kind of feel the weight in the front. This is a very heavy vehicle, actually. It's not, like, it is agile. It does feel good when you drive it, and it is, you know, all that, but it definitely is no Porsche. It definitely is, you can feel the weight. It's not a boat. It's a very, like, you know, whatever, but you can feel it. It's not a Cayman or a 911. 911s have gotten a little too big, though, but yeah, it's not a Cayman or a 911. Wouldn't have been as good if it was not for you. So I really appreciate you joining us. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, leave your comments about the car down below. If you can tell me how many times I said Jaguar F-Type in this video, I will shout you out in the next video. And yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.